Musical writers, you were a little tough today. Um, I feel the image I was getting as I was going through these cards was you driving along and getting to a stoplight and just kind of stopping and taking pause. And by the time I got to the end of the spread, that's kind of the what I got from it. That's kind of that was the confirmation. So when we go through this, it might seem a little scattered brained, but by the time we get to the end of the spread and the reading, you'll understand a little bit more of what we're going after here. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Chris, and I help screenwriters and fiction authors write five-dimensional stories with my tarot cards. Before we do get started, if you would like to learn how to read tarot cards and write a five-dimensional first draft by the astrological new year in March of 2025, please take a look down in the description box below at my new offer called the 30/30, where I'm going to be teaching writers how to read tarot cards with 30 spreads and write a complete first draft in 30 days. Okay, so let's get into this. It's gonna be a little scattered, but we're gonna get through it. So first you have the moon, it's in reverse. The moon in reverse to me is you probably need to shine some light in some dark spaces on your inside. It seems like something scared you. There's a couple of cards that actually reinforce that and support that theory. Here we have the chariot. You need to understand that you are the driver's seat. You are the driver. Again, that car analogy that I did at the very beginning. Just you're the driver. We have the Ace of Cups, which is a new emotional journey. We have the Lover's card, which is what are you dedicating yourself to and who are you dedicating yourself to around this time or around this project? We have the Page of Cups in reverse here, and pages are the production assistants of the tarot. This page particularly is learning how to express and embody their emotions, and they're passing messages back and forth. So with this page in reverse, I feel like this is you. You're not flipping this over. So there's a theory in tarot to where the Page of Cups is the person and the Ace of Cups is the thing. So the Page of Cups is the one who uses the Ace of Cups to make something happen and move forward into the Two of Cups. Because you have an Ace of Cups here, because your page is reversed, you're not embodying the page and not flipping this card around in order to make sure that you go on to this new journey. So that's just food for thought. I actually like that for this, and that helps you with the moon a little bit. I think that there's something that scared you, and that's why you're not letting yourself go on to a new emotional journey. Here we have the Six of Swords, which is kind of actually helping you along with all of that. The Six of Swords, I like to think of as the refugee card. It's moving from a space of hurt to a space of healing. So you're like, use all of this stuff, use this emotional journey to heal. Here we have the Knight of Wands, and he is also in reverse. So because he's in reverse and Wands is associated with fire, I feel like you need to put your fire out a little bit. I got the word grounded came to my mind as I pulled this card. Here we have the Five of Pentacles. It's also in reverse. So you're kind of, it seems like you're healing from something that you can touch, your money, your health, or your body. You have the Death card in reverse. Death does not mean death. Death means change. Something needs to die in order for something to grow. Because I got the Death card here in reverse, I feel like you don't need to make any changes. I think you need to experience this uncomfortableness right now. And a couple of cards later I'm going to tell you how these cards support that as well. Here we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Make a plan. The Seven of Swords sometimes has a tendency to be about being sneaky or taking opportunities when they come to you, kind of a thing. I'm going to say you need to just make a plan. Let's be a little bit more strategic with our next cycle. Numbers you're going to want to pay attention to are 18, 7, 1, 6, 1, 6, 2, 5, 13, and 7. Now, if you add all those up, you get 66. 6 plus 6 equals 12. 12 in the major arcana is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man means to take a pause and maybe see someone else's perspective. And that's probably where this moon is coming from. That's probably where this page in reverse is coming from. And you're probably having a hard time accepting somebody else's perspective in order to help you go on to this new emotional cycle. Now we're going to take this one step further and say 1 plus 2 equals 3, which is the Empress. The Empress is the mother of the tarot. So she is traditionally, mothers are giving, they are caring, they are allow for things to grow slow on their time. They are patient, they are nurturing. So I'm going to advise you to do that to yourself right now. And I think that's going to help you flip these cards over so that you have a little bit more of an idea about what this Ace of Cups is trying to tell you and how you can be more in the driver's seat and what you can be dedicated to, and ground yourself a little bit more with this new plan that you're making. Elementally wise, we have earth, air, fire, and water. You are very emotional. You have tons of water on here. I'm going to advise you to really adhere to your earth element. I really want you to ground yourself because you've got a lot of emotions going on right now, and somehow I feel like you need to get more down into your body. So to support this as well, you have the moon, you have the chariot, you have the lovers, you also have the death card. Three of these cards are water, and one of these cards is air. So because you have all this water going on, you have a lot of emotions being wishy-washy, and you don't really know how to go onto this new cycle, which is why the Page of Cups is in reverse. So I'm going to advise you to pay really close attention to your earth elements, and the way how to pay attention to that is to look up Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Those are the Earth astrological signs. And if you can look up those signs and associate it with whatever we're talking about here, use that as advice to move on into your next cycle and be able to flip over this Page of Cups so that you can be a little bit more grounded, a little bit more emotionally grounded in your next cycle. Colors you're going to want to pay attention to are pink and light baby blue. This is the music deck, and there are a couple of musical artists that I'm going to guide you to pay attention to as well. So maybe go take a look at their Spotify when you're done watching this video. Nina Simone, Jimi Hendrix, Yoko Ono, and John Lennon, and Bob Dylan. I do pull 3 extra cards. You got one is popcorn. So maybe have a movie night. Take a little bit of break from all this. Get less emotional right now and get out of your head a little bit. I do want you to be careful. You have sudden illness. I'm wondering if this is actually an illness that you are healing from because you got this page, this 5 of Pentacles in reverse just now. So maybe this is telling you to be a little bit more preventative. So maybe start taking some orange juice. We are going into the winter months soon. And so there is a tendency to have a little bit, people get sick a lot easier at that time. So that might be something to pay attention to. This is the last card. We've got, what does your protagonist not understand about their current situation? If you would like to learn how to read tarot cards and write a 5-dimensional story by the astrological new year in March of 2025, please go down to the description box below and take a look at my new offer called the 30/30, where I'm going to be teaching writers how to use 30 spreads to write a 5-dimensional story, and they will also have access to the Flow Your Mojo writing community on my website until December 31st of 2025. With that, I'd like to ask you to like, subscribe, follow, and share, and happy Halloween.